The pause is one of the more powerful tools in your speaker's toolbox. Hi, I'm Joel Sweeney. I shared a post on the pause about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and in it I talked about the effectiveness of the pause in our speaking, in our presentations, and just in our general conversation. Well, I wanted to reinforce that a little bit more. I do volunteer work with the local university, the business communication class in particular, and have been for probably 8 or 10 years now. And what I do is I come out and I do basically a half an hour of what I call the mechanics of speaking, and then we dedicate the rest of the time, 45 minutes to an hour, to impromptu speaking, where the students will get the opportunity to pick a topic and with little or no preparation, speak on that topic for a full minute. Now, I give them a little bit of coaching and guidance to get them started, but one of the things that I always reference and encourage them to do is to when they draw a blank, and inevitably one or more of them will, they always do, when they draw a blank, to rather than make excuses to the audience, like, I don't know what else to say, that's all I know about that, I don't know what else to share with you, those kinds of statements, just take the pause. Take the pause and experience what's happening in the moment. It doesn't get any worse than that. And inevitably, you will come up with another thought or idea to go on and finish your speech or presentation. Now, I had been coaching them to do this for many years. Nobody took me up on it until about 3 years ago. And it was the second or third student got up to speak, and he was doing great. I actually thought he was going to go the full distance. But about the halfway mark, he stopped. He clearly had run out of ideas and thoughts and didn't know what else to say. But instead of drawing attention to that by making an excuse, he opted to take the pause. Now that was just 4 seconds, but I'm sure it felt a little bit awkward even for that length of time. His went almost double that. He was at least 7 seconds, and everybody in the room was starting to squirm. Even I was starting to squirm. I almost felt compelled to jump in and help him out a little bit, but I resisted, and I'm so glad I did, because within a second or so, he come up with another idea, and he went on to finish the speech just perfectly. Good, solid close, the whole works. So I took advantage of the opportunity to use what happened as a teaching moment and draw attention to the rest of the class, what they had just witnessed. And the power of the pause is reflected in the fact that I'm just here 3 years later still talking about that particular moment. So that's how powerful the pause can be in terms of how you remembered. But more importantly, he was able to collect his thoughts and get on with the rest of his speech. Now, interestingly enough, we had, after having years of nobody doing this, within that same session, we had 2 more students get up and do something similar. They now knew that it could be done. And I think before that, they thought that it couldn't. So now they had seen it happen, so they got up and did it as well. Now, they didn't do it for 7 seconds, but they were 2, 3, 4 seconds, whatever it was, still equally powerful and also equally effective. That's your tip for today. Now go out and make your voice heard.